So I'm in East Preston, West Sussex, a village that I grew up in. I'm armed with a new camera and a new beard, and I'm going to show you what I used to deem the 7 wonders of East Preston. Come with me. Number 1 in my 7 wonders of East Preston, West Sussex, is a place that we used to call Satan's Shed. When we were kids, we used to sort of frighten each other to run in there and run out again. It doesn't look so scary now, it just kind of looks like an old derelict garage, but I'm about to walk past it now. Here is Satan's Shed. This is in the Way in East Preston. Of course it's in East Preston. This is number 1 on my list of the 7 wonders of East Preston. It's a rather nice little old table there, free to take. Lots of people clearing stuff out during lockdown. I've just strutted up Coastal Road and we're almost on the border of Kingston Gorse, and we have Sea Lane House. Sea Lane House is renowned for being the only house in Britain to have been wholly designed by the great Bauhaus-trained architect and designer Marcel Breuer. As one of the most distinguished examples of 20th century architecture on the south coast, it has been Grade 2 listed. It was designed as a 6-bedroom house in 1936 whilst Breuer was working in collaboration with the British architect FRS York. That is number 2 in my 7 wonders of East Preston. There was somebody working in the garage there. If we weren't in the midst of lockdown and I wasn't out for my daily exercise, then I would have asked if I could have a quite closer look, but probably not the best right now, what with social distancing and everything. Just want to show you the cracking views across the fields here. I'm walking back round from, I crossed over from officially East Preston, or the West Kingston estate, across to Kingston Gorse. Now I'm walking up Kingston Lane back towards East Preston village, where I will take you to number 3. And number 3 on the list of the 7 wonders of East Preston is the alleyway, or otherwise known as Twittens, that runs along the back of the houses, across streets and across roads, all the way down to East Preston Library. Someone obviously sneaks out the back for a quiet smoke. So this portion of this alleyway, or Twittens, runs down the back of my mum's house, and when I was growing up as a kid round there, there was so much dog poo down this alleyway, Twittens, that we used to call it Poo Alley, and I thought it was actually the real name of the place, and I used to tell mum's friends and dad's friends about Poo Alley, and they used to go, "Poo? What? Sorry, what's he talking about? What's he talking about?" So I'm just walking down this alleyway and I found this little note in the fence. It says, "Today is a gift from God." How lovely is that in these trying times? I'll leave that there for someone else to find. God, it's been a while since I walked down here. Nearly hit my head on that then. Must have grown a foot or so since the last time. And so we emerge on the north side of the library. Look at this lovely blossom over here. That's the East Preston Twittens. Okay, let's move on to the next of my 7 wonders of East Preston. I'm just entering what's commonly locally known as the Langmeads recreation ground, big green, and there's a lovely selection of trees on the Langmeads. Big fan of trees right here. When we were kids, we used to come up here quite a lot. Well, adolescents. And is it still here? Yes! This is one of the best trees on the parish. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the laying down tree, as we used to call it. Oh, that was amazing for building forts in over here. We used to try and drape a tarpaulin across there. Let's go and look at some other trees. Gosh, isn't this glorious? I forgot this was here. I haven't been up here for years. Another fabulous tree. Look how that's grown. Straight up and straight across. Vertical and horizontal. Gosh, it's like a Tim Burton movie in here. I'm half expecting the Headless Horseman to emerge. Little squirrel. I once climbed all the way to the top of that. That was my biggest claim to fame at the age of 13, 14. All the way up there. And into the clearing. There's nobody around. I know it's locked down, but I thought there'd be some dog walkers. And there we have it. That is the trees of the Langmeads. One of my 7 wonders of East Preston. And so we emerge onto the common. Look at this marvellous blossom on this tree here. I should really brush up on my trees. I have absolutely no idea what kind of tree that is. Answers on a postcard please, me old cherubs. And over here we have the churchyard of St Mary's Church. On the south west corner of the Langmeads. Fabulous old church. I used to go to Sunday school here when I was 8, 9, 10 probably. I'll make this one of my 7 wonders, why not? Sorry, but St Mary's is closed. Erected in 1912 by public subscription to the memory of Reginald. Oh, I can't read that. Can anyone read that? Look at these fabulous flowers. Oh, I get so excited about lovely flowers. Hello little birds singing up there. That terrific monkey puzzle tree. So just out to sea over that way, kind of adjacent with the Bauhaus house that I showed you earlier, is the Kingsmere Rocks. It's a breeding ground for black sea bream, the best breeding ground in the UK, or one of the best in the UK. The tides have changed and I can't get out to it now. It's about a mile out. We went there last week, so I've got some pictures of that. One of the best things about lockdown, if there is a good thing, is that there's no cars around, so I'm able to walk in the middle of the road. It's like life has gone back 100 years. And here we have number 7 in the 7 Wonders of East Preston. The Manor Road garage. Used to be an old petrol station many years ago. Stood derelict for a long time. Then was renovated and turned into apartments. Fabulous Art Deco building.